Alright, so I gotta unclog everything to try this again. The mud packed on the wheels, all the mud packed on the cutting discs, and here you could see, you know, that's clogged. That's where all the beans go down. It's all packed with mud on almost all, probably all four of them. So we'll get it all cleaned up and give it a try again. Alright, this is what I gotta fix quick before I go out. These aren't the correct pins here, and so these are getting hung up on the 3-point hitch hooks. Alright, so these already wasted a lot of my time getting them set just right. Just so you can get the 3-point, they gotta be just like that. And so these new ones here, they almost fit. So I'm just taking a little bit off of them so they fit. I mean, this is all rusted, and as I mentioned 1,000 times, some of these are just a smidge longer than others. So you'll need to modify them every now and then. Okay, a little bit of grinding, and we got that side in, and this side is a little bit trickier, so I needed a little more grinding. Let's see if we got it. Perfect, right there. All right, I'm still having a little bit of trouble. This one tire is sitting higher than the rest, and I'm not sure if I'm going to dink with it. I can't really figure out why. I'm not figuring out exactly which adjustment is off just a little bit, and the problem is a lot of these bolts are just rusted shut. But I think I'm going to try one more tweak and then hit the field. Alright, today is now Sunday, May 26th, and I'm going to try planting beans again for the 4th time in 3 days. The first 2 times it was, I tried in the morning, I think, and then I let a few hours go by, the sun and the wind, and I tried in the afternoon. Still no good. Then I waited another day and tried the next day, which was yesterday. Still no good, so it's actually my 3rd day. When I actually thought the first day that the ground was going to be dry enough. So let's try it, man. Maybe the 3rd day or 4th time is the charm. Yeah, I gotta start learning which route to take, because this cave and rock looked like it was starting to come up. I gotta start just sticking to one route. Okay, so just for aerial, this is kind of the route I'm taking with the tractor. This green square here with the trees in it, that's planted in white pines and loblolly pines, but we're headed across the field all the way down to this skinny field way down here. That's where I'm going to start my planting, and they're going to be planted in half beans and half corn for this entire field operation. If you look close at the tire, you can see the reflection of the sun, which means it's still wet. Look at that, I can't believe it. 4 days of 80s and 90, and there's still water. Man, what a bizarre year this is turning out to be again. Planting finally. I've had to get out every run and check the chutes, make sure they're not clogged with clay. And I think I finally got the depth and the angle right. I still, every 2 runs I get out and check just to be safe. My plan is to ride over all this with the drag and the Polaris, because it's still not packing the roads, because it's still a little bit too wet. But with rain in the forecast and it being around June already, I'm going to get it in the ground, or at least part of it. Okay, and just as I was starting to feel pretty good about today, our luck kind of went south. Look what we got going on. Raindrops. And I just about got only half of one field done. I pretty much got 4 fields to do. They're half corn and half beans. So now I'm double rowing. It's starting to rain. Planter's still clogging pretty much every run. I gotta get out and unclog usually at least one chute. So that means the whole row is empty, or half of the row. But I guess it's gonna be in the ground, and if it rains, that'll be just that much better for this one. And I gotta wait on the other 4. Yep, I think we're gonna get rained out. I didn't even get any decent video yet. I wanted to at least get something done before I start taking video. At least I got this one field down. That's double rowed for the most part. So, I mean, I might be able to plant for just a few more minutes, but it's once that top gets wet, it's done. That planter's going to be totally clogged. I'm definitely testing out the welds I made on this planter. I'm in 3rd gear and it's taking some good bouncing back there. I could feel the weight. So I'm trying to get in because, of course, I didn't put the lids on. Lesson learned, I guess. Even though it's sunny, put the lids on. Shoot, I've only been out here a half hour, 45 minutes. So let's see just how fast the weather can change down here in a very short period of time. Oh man, are you kidding me? Look at this. We're about to get a gully washer. Oh, my beans are going to be freaking puddles in the poppers. And then about the time I get to the barn, it's going to quit. Oh, welcome to Southern Illinois, hill country. You can see my tracks there, still wet. I'm getting wetter by the second. Sheesh, if it ain't one thing, it's the next. Well, they should dry out in the barn. Some of them might start sprouting roots while they're still in the bin, depending on how long it takes for me to get them back out. So the beans in the hopper are all soaking wet, and then we come in and one of the bags tipped over. That's nice. And what did I say? It's going to stop raining about the time we get in the barn. But half of these are ruined already. These are all wet. So they're going to all start actually sprouting on us. And I don't want to waste the entire hoppers. I mean, it might only be wet 3 or 4 inches down. We'll have to see what we can figure out. Okay, so we're just trying to make the best of this little rain situation. And of course, my failure to put the lids on. So we scraped the top a few inches off, spread them out here on a nice and dry concrete floor. We thought about a tarp, but then it would be harder getting them in the bag, and they need to be like spread out really thin. So these might yet dry out. We'll see in a couple days if we got mold growing on these or if they manage to dry out. It'll be a testament to the double bubble layer we put through this whole barn to keep it dry in here. So, and it does stay dry, but it might be too much to overcome. So we'll check back in a few days. And it's literally like 15-20 minutes after we got the barn closed up, and now it's sunny out. You can see a little bit. Look at all the look at all the blue sky now. Oh man, that was definitely a pop-up shower.